Welcome back to Let's Play System Shock 2, when we last left off. Trams and turrets. Not to be confused with, what's that game? Chutes and Ladders. The much more dangerous and less, less explosive form. What are you, how? Such delightful clipping issues. I'll go over here where you can't shoot through walls at me. You know what? Good enough. Yeah, there are eggs in here. I'm sure you can hear them pretty ominously festering. Oh, that's a heartbeat sound. Huh. Never quite dawned on me. There's also a useful safe spot once said eggs are dealt with. Pop goes the egg. Ooh, cyber modules. Yeah, I'm hoping I'll find a chemical lab at some point. So I can't go through there yet. That's always fun. Fun. Wee. Fun thing I love here. Wait, how is it? Oh! Didn't think this plan through. Oh, good. One overhead smack is all it takes. That makes the spiders a little bit less ominous.
The data gathering process is going well. Before I'm taken by the many, I will hopefully transmit a fair bit of information to whoever will listen. The large floating creatures are not only capable of attacking with powerful psi projections, but are psi projections themselves. Destroying them only temporarily disables them. Their real source of power comes from a small control organism, which is usually located somewhere nearby. Although this control organism is quite powerful through its projections, it's eminently vulnerable once rooted out.
Interesting note about the life cycle of the many. First is the worm, genetically female because they're the only ones that can go through the process. They latch onto a host and begin converting its biomatter, and which ends up as the hybrid state. Eventually, through some process, they advance to gain enough biomass to become rumblers, which are basically walking muscle. The brainstem atrophies, though, so the entire body of the rumbler is actually controlled by its...
I've located you, finally. This is Dr. Marie Delacroix. I have vital information for you, but I'm trapped in Cargo Bay A. Come find me as soon as you can.
I just remembered I skipped a section on Deck 5 also. But it's controlled by autonomously by its own body through the annelid cells. The brain, which is highly developed and psionic, is then removed and becomes a separate organism, while the rumbler's body dies and is reabsorbed into the biomass.
Mother, Tommy, the escape pod is this way.
Yeah, that's Rebecca and Tommy.
Nearly bit my leg off. Oh no.
But yeah, where I was going with that is then the body is reabsorbed into the main mass of the many to be recycled and reused as mass for further things. But that brain is, one, it doesn't take as much biomass to make and is still very powerful, which allows the many to produce them in mass if given time to produce them. But It's just kind of a heavy upfront investment that then balances out because the bulk of it can be reabsorbed. I personally find that fairly interesting. If there was a regeneration station nearby, I'd be more inclined to consider using a surgical key on that.
Access needed.
Randa. Bridge access needed. At least that rumbler vanished to lands unknown. Which reminds me, I should save, because I haven't in a while. Because I'm in an area without a regeneration pod active. Die, camera. Oh, good, that's all breakable. Sarcasm intended. Oh, that's two recordings to listen to.
Paranoia has struck. Somebody has changed the access codes to the security station in the officers' quarters, and now we can't get the key to shuttle control. I think Myers is the likely suspect. All that guy thinks about is conspiracy theories and naked girls.
I know a guy like that. Also, he looks kind of like a slightly more rounded Steven Spielberg. I think it's the beard and the glasses and the haircut.
They've cut off the central elevator. What's going on? Last night I had the strangest dream. I was in my room by myself, but all of a sudden there was not just me there, but 100 me's, 1,000 me's. The strange thing was, it felt good. I felt like I was part of something, like I belong. I hope I have the same dream tonight.
Lito indicated that the AI, who now believed to be shot, was actually going...
Shodan, what are you up to? Robot Land. The Brain Eaters. Cool. Can nope. Prisms. I thought it was a soda. I'm gonna be a little more paranoid about the sounds now that rumblers are a potential issue. Run, 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 run! Oh. Forgot to manually reload. I just know there's a robot in here waiting to skulk up behind me.
Where did he go?
Go!
Oh.
Why are there so many of you? Chemical storage. Which kind of chemical did I need? MO. Finally, MO. Mo. A bottle of swine had escaped my notice. Well, I'm going to roam this area a little bit. Ammunition that I can convert to nanites. More ammunition that I can convert to nanites. Oh, I remember this room. This is kind of a bunk area. The only ones that you can open are these with the green labels on them, at least. Okay, so that room is completely checked. Also going to check this. 25% damage increase to rumblers. The organism is a further evolved evolution of the first stage annelid hybrid. Discernible human elements are minimal above the DNA level. Muscle tissue density is increased 20-fold, and adrenaline production is increased proportionally. Brain tissue is extremely dense, which would normally indicate a creature of extreme cognitive ability, but the brainstem is atrophied to a useless stub, and there is no analog to a human spinal column. All muscular activity is controlled locally by alien cells designed for this purpose. It appears that this creature is an evolutionary stage between an early stage human annelid hybrid and a third unknown form. This creature is extremely dangerous, being in fact a heavily muscled host designed to protect a highly evolved yet unconnected brain. The peculiar chemistry of this hybrid's brain tissue indicates a latent psionic predisposition. That's what the face of a normal rumbler without the model update looks like. Just FYI. Don't presume to be safe. Got some crystals out of it, at least. Okay, well that's those two rooms. There's bodies stuck to the ceiling. That's always a slightly concerning sight. If I was a grenade user, this would be a paradise room. But, as I'm not a grenade user, Kerplunk, Anti-Tox Hypo. I did check the bodies, right? Okay. Making sure, because, it'd be kind of funny if I walked past a log file. A beaker. Perfect. Because I can recycle the worms, which are organic tissue yet for some reason are recyclable. They're in the walls. Nope, they're not in the walls.
Power drained.
Well, that's delightful. Well. The chemical,
Something is going on. Kerenskin has sealed himself off in Deck 3. He keeps calling for people to go down there one by one. Vogel, Boynton, Switterak, none of them have come back. If they call for me, I don't know what I'm gonna do. And Bronson is starting to make a lot of noise. You're the senior flight officer, you have to act. I would, if I knew what the hell was going on.
I need copper. That's part of what I was waiting on to see what I needed, and we don't have copper. Okay, we have a left and right direction we can go from here. Oop.
I got an email from Korenchka this morning saying he was coming up for an inspection. And when he arrived, it was something revolting. It was Anatoly, but it wasn't. At the same time, it seemed beautiful, and I felt like part of it. He sang to us, all of us, and we felt like one of many.
Yeah. Psionic corruption. Shower. And, yeah, I think I see now why there's so many grenades lying around. Somebody's got a disposition to blow stuffs up. Oh, crap. Go away, worm. Ooh, more cyber modules. I was, you know, hoping for the combination to that door up there. Whoa. That doesn't sound good. That's a military one, so it's got a fusion cannon. Couldn't risk it hitting me again with that. I'd take more damage from it exploding. I mean, less damage from it exploding. Now I gotta stop. Well, we're past the 15-minute point, so I'm gonna call it here, and I'll see you next time.